Ladies and gentlemen, KageKaze here. The quest of the day is You Shall Not Trespass. Lord of the Rings reference, Now, unfortunately, my hunting log... Oh, okay, stun you. Stab him in the side so that I can get my bonus. Now, for heavy thrust, I think I have to hit him in the side to get the... Yeah, flank bonus gives me the... So I know I've done it right when I get the damage bonus. You know, I increased the size of that. I kind of wish I could make it even bigger, to be honest with you. Isn't that what all guys say? They want to make it bigger? Control home. Okay, there it is. It's bigger now. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't save it. Make that bigger. I'm going to actually make this one smaller. There we go. And that looks fine to me, but I got a feeling that's going to be hard to see on my video encoding. Especially with YouTube and YouTube's wonderful pixelation going on lately. Whatever, we'll deal with it. So pretty much what I'm doing right now is trying to use up my rusted experience. And to do so, I am just standard questing again. Move that over. Alright. Because what I want to do is once I get my rested experience done, I want to probably level up another class. And I want to do some gathering and crafting at some point. Ooh, someone's about to die. Level 13 turned his actions up, huh? But what I probably want to do first is pick another class because I want to show how the subclassing works. After I've gotten to a certain point here, what I want to do is I want to get to 15 with my Lancer first. And pretty much pick up the next Lancer quest. Show the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Quickren will think twice before giving into their... whatever. Words. Do I have better gloves? Strength, Dex, Vital, critical hit. Strength, Dex, Vital, critical hit. Exact same gloves. See, hemp embracers. Okay, so I don't need those. I don't need the dress gloves. Let's go ahead and get the bronze piece. Looks like there's a standard quest here as well as a story quest. What's the standard? Oh, God, no. No! Oh, my eyes! Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you why I'm breaking down and crying. I would like to introduce to you the bane of your existence in Final Fantasy. At least it was in Final Fantasy XI. This is Subligar. Have you ever played a game, a fantasy game, where you got better armor and you started wearing less? Mainly if you're a female character. That's Subligar in a nutshell. Except for it doesn't just affect female characters, it affects male characters. So yes, you will be wearing effective armor speedos on a male character with Subligar. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it just to demonstrate, I think. It's going to make me sad. It's Strength, Vital, Determination, and Dex, so it is definitely worth getting, as much as I hate to admit it. So my willingness to assist the residents of the Twelveswood is commendable. If I have a moment, mayhap I can assist with a delicate matter. Duties as a wood whaler include inspecting the matron lathe for signs of damage or decay. It's never been a difficult task until the other day when I discovered several clutches of dynamite eggs. There's no problem slaying the beasts when full grown, but the mere sight of their eggs sicken me. Spare me this disgusting task. I can do that. Spare you a disgusting task just so I can wear the disgusting Subligar. Ah, you seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip around the route to the Heavens Pillar? I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know that you're thinking it's not for more than a mushroom. Why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn route and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dire mites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. You'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of this more dreaded chores. Right then, so I've got a few things down here in this area. Doesn't look like... I think they're up here, though, aren't they? No, well, the thing is there's dynamites here. Destroy the eggs. This would suggest... in this direction. Ah, okay, dynamite eggs. They're kind of all over the place, apparently. You dare defend your home against me, an adventurer? I shall stun you, sir, and gain myself 10% damage besides. Assuming I pushed the right button, which I pushed wrongly. And then I'm just going to use Vorpal Thrust for 100% damage, just because I'm screwing up that badly that I feel like continuing. Let's not talk about it. There was another one here. Way up here. Way up here. Is it above? Is it above? It probably is. So the idea is probably to do the quest down here and then go up while doing the second quest and then finishing both quests in the same area. They're actually pretty clever about that, you know. I gotta hand it to them. They cleverly hide how well these quests work together sometimes, you know. You don't quite expect it. And so if you do your job of finding all the quests, then you'll usually get them all done fairly quick. Blue trumpet! You know, when it said that I had to deal with mushrooms, it actually said the target is too far below me. Well, it actually gave me a direction. Normally it just says... most games just say it's too far away. So when they said dealing with mushrooms, I honestly thought I would be dealing with some kind of sub-species of fungars and having to fight. This is actually just a collection quest. I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that, because all I got to do is click, pick up, and continue moving on my way. I mean, how simple is that? I don't even have to get... I don't even have to go hunting for the items. I just go along the way on my route going up. I only have to kill 2 of these things. I still got my protect spell from when I was in that instance. That's quite nice to have. Theodore, don't you eventually become Golbeza? You certainly cleared the route of the blue trumpets. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny problem with heights. It's not my ideal posting. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of Heaven's Pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve as force people I'm rather fond of that notion myself. Okay. What's my next quest, sir? Because I still have experience to gain. I can gain, looks like another waste item. Cool. It's regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here. Someone just fell. That poor Lala fell. He Lala fallen. Oh, I'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Really? There. His name was even the Fool. Okay, I'm good. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, with many threats to its continued operation taken quite seriously. Mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosaline down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route in my shift. Alright, don't blame him. I, like him, am not much on heights. So what's interesting is that they have me come up here, but then I don't do anything up here. Ooh, wow. Hello. Oh, that's pretty cool. So what kind of level zone is this? No wonder I'm not doing... Hello. Hi. 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 Smile. Does he actually smile? Smile. I think I saw him move a little bit. Panic. I don't want to be here anymore. Wow, this zone, I feel like I've entered Barrens or something, where I've got north and south, and one part is just that much higher than the other. I do not want to be on the west side here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, it looks like my current turn-in is down here. Look but won't touch. Where's the other turn-in? He mentioned I had to go somewhere else. Maybe I'm not further. Rosaline? Oh, just down at the bottom. Well, speaking of which, that guy was jumping down. Whee! I love the sprint button. Dude, what is that? A bunch of red. Is that a marauder? Oh, there's an archer. I just saw a whole bunch of red kind of pull into him. That was kind of cool looking. Alright. With it, I could always rely on a kind soul to handle such tasks. My training prepared me to face beasts in combat, and not once have I shirked my duty, but to lay hands upon those sticky, slimy eggs is just... well, clearly you have no problems doing so. Thank you for your help. Alright, Subligar. I certainly hope you're happy that I'm getting these. Dear viewer, you had better get high entertainment value out of this, because... Shadowy fellow! Hell, now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. I suspect it's nothing more than a quick-run thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would like to see it. Okay, well, with that... Signs of the shadowy figure up north. Okay. I didn't think it would be here. I see signs of a player. Oh, a campsite. The worn leather bag. Okay, back to Rosaline. Ooh, hey, a white whaler. Skeleton. Can I help? Nope, it's part of a fate, or a leaf quest. First skeleton. I have not seen a skeleton before. You know what's unfortunate is Final Fantasy XI had nighttime and daytime rotations that were a bit longer than this game's, I believe. And nighttime would actually bring out some pretty nasty creatures. if you were in one of the major leveling zones in a party, and it got to be nighttime, you either hid and waited for nighttime to pass, or made sure that you were in an area that wasn't going to be pathed into by a wight or by a skeleton or anything like that, because they would kill you. It's pretty interesting. I kind of wish they had that nighttime nocturnal enemies and things like that. Alright, what does this say? Tattered leather satchel you found lying near a campfire. Remnants of a campfire and a forgotten bag. This is going to be any adventurer or traveler, and inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveler make camp here when it could be far safer to beg the hospitality of the Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to the stranger that's said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We've been lax in our duties, but no longer, I swear, we will find this shadow. So let's get a waste item here. Yeah, well, I'm just going to get a whole bunch of new gear. I like this. We cannot allow other centuries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything about our mysterious stranger. He just show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each century is committed to the details of memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. I'm an errand boy. Yay. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, and you'll then find Bernard at Eastern Gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Ilgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if it's a stranger's aim to harm the chocobos, Ilgar may have to personally put an end to it. Oh well, it's going to be kind of a walk here, so it looks like we're going to go up here. Threat level elevated? Yeah, that makes sense, don't it? Far too much sense, really. Okay, it looks like it's not going to show me all the returns. I'm going to have to do them one at a time. Thankfully, you can just run through this river here. Hello. Oh, come on. Get off it. So up to threat level elevated. We are... I still got quite a bit of rested XP, don't I? Alright, you. Here. Sign, please. Shadowy figure, understood. Pass word to the recruits and the sentries. Let me just make my mark. Follow the road south, you'll find Bernard at the bridge. Bernard, good body. Sign, please. For a stranger to venture so close, yet to be at great lengths to remain undetected, is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. Shall I write my name here? Yes. And here. Tickets. Elgar's in the stable. Mind the birds. Mind the birds. Sign, please. Papers, please. Yes, you've already shown this to Bernard and MRC. All that's left is to form the staff here. Not everyone is a wood whaler. But even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend the chocobos. Excellent. So, let's grab some boots. Oh, hey. Ooh, spectacles. Oh, makes me kind of wish I was a casting class, eh? Cotton turban. I may go ahead and get the spectacles. I don't know. What is this giving me? I don't know. I kind of want the turban. You're quite compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I've had need of a capable man like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by a large winged beast. Yet, other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south, see if you can find evidence to support his claim. And, should you find something, kindly let tell Lothair to patrol the area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road. In those words. Oh, hey. Hey, another story quest here, too. Oh, more armor, huh? Yeah, we can deal with that. Seeing as you're here, I've got a favor to ask. Gather me 6 seed from those plant-like monsters they call rustlets. Oil from them russets say is a common effect on a skittish chocobo, see? Any wrangler with the salt usually has a jar or 2 lying around. I thought the stalker would have lasted me a good while, but lately birds have been treating restless as a summer storm. Chocobos are sensitive creatures at the best of times. Unusual from that shade agitated all of a sudden. There's something else. You find them rosettes I mentioned up in Gravelous Spire. Go now, time's wasting. Yes, the accent changes at random, by the way. If you know me, you know this happens frequently. Sometimes I'll get stuck on an accent, sometimes I won't. So, ruffled feathers. And where's the marauders? That's down here, so... Where's ruffled feathers again? Come on. Okay, so they're both down there. Not bad, we'll go ahead and do that. But before I go, I made promise to show off some gear. So I'm going to show off some gear. Alright, so let's look at the waist real quick. We've got a hunting belt. This is 1 strength, 1 dex. This is 1 strength, 1 dex, plus 1 vitality, plus more armor, so we'll go ahead and equip that. Oh dear god, the dreaded Subligar. Alright, let's take a look at what I'm going to get. This is legs, strength, dex, vital accuracy. Strength and dex is 2. This is strength and dex 2, vital determination. So I lose accuracy for determination, plus I gain some defenses. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Subligar. Thankfully my armor covers part of it. But if you want to see for sure, there you go. Don't I look special? I've got my necklace, I've got my Subligar. Ladies and gentlemen, dat ass. Yeah. I'm sexy and I know it. Sexy and I know it. I'm gonna go kill some plants while I run around in my sexy Subligar. Oh yeah. Backstabbing a plant with my sexy Subligar. Stunning and flanking a plant in my sexy Subligar. Making sure that plant dies in my sexy Subligar. Shake that booty. You know how I like it. Oh yeah. I should probably put my armor back on, but you know what? I'm not taking that much of a beating. These are level 10 and I am level 13 thanks to the guild hest that I did. I really do kind of wish I had an AoE attack at this point, because being able to kill more than one of these creatures would certainly speed up this process. Not that this is taking terribly long. When they're side by side like that, it'd be kind of nice to be able to get them. Hey, I got a red land trap leaf and a high quality version. I'm really glad I've got this heavy thrust. Increasing my damage by 10% is quite a nice boon. I found another high-quality item. Maybe I need to not wear pants more often. What's going on here? This is not matching my expectations. I don't want to think about being naked and that being a good thing. Forgot my food. How could I forget my food? What is this one? Migrant Marauder. Search the signs of a winged beast. It's in this area. Oh, here we go. A vulture egg. And vultures. Fighting vultures. And you know what? My sexy Subligar. Hey, you don't use that ability. You know, take candle. Oh yeah. Apparently there's a quest over here. And a turn-in up there. How sexy. What you got, mate? What you got? For a meddlesome adventurer, if ye break faith. Another goddamned adventurer desperate to stick his nose in everyone's business, is it? Then seek out the groundskeeper in the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. You'll find him in a shack just outside the entrance, as the hermit is all too happy to live close to his work. Last I patrolled that area, I could hear him swearing inside his shack from the road. I know not what vexes the man, but I suspect he'll welcome your presence more than I. A northern vulture? 2? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from many official reports. I would rather not give Igler any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beast. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Yeah, that's what they all say. Ooh. Hello. 3,000 experience. Nice. Not quite a level, though. But, check this out. Brass Spear and, Conjurer's Arm, Archer. Nice. I must admit that Igler's right. This road has grown too hazardous for travelers. Since you've shown yourself to be so adept at slaying beasts, perhaps you could be of further assistance. I would have you journey to Tam-Tara Deepcroft, slay the magic bones which have escaped from within. These abominations are beginning to wander as far as the main road, and I have had to rescue several wagons from their mindless assaults. Even a slight reduction in their numbers would improve the situation. Excellent. Well, before then, I'm going to go do my turn-in, and then we'll come back, because we see these go off in this direction to the left, and then there's, of course, a quest to the right. I would like to point out that the Subligar is even worse when you've got boots that look like this. Yeah. Well then, with that, let's go ahead and put on my new my turban here. Strength, Dex, Vital Accuracy, Strength, Dex, Vital Determination. So less accuracy, more armor, and a little more damage. It's not too bad. It's kind of neat looking. Really a hodgepodge set of gear. I would like the set to match a little better, but whatever. I suppose it'll work. Right, seeds. You want seeds? I got seeds. Still don't have a clue what's been unsettling the birds. Whatever it is, hopefully the russet oil will help calm them down. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my armor a little bit. So go ahead and finally get rid of this. It gives me strength, dex, vital, and +2 skill speed. So definitely worth a look at there. So with that, I'm done, and I can go back south here. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of back and forth, but to tell you the truth, it's kind of a short distance. So I'm not terribly concerned. Truth of the matter is I could teleport here with a crystal, and I could always have come back here later instead of coming back right away. So, yeah. It's not constant. Like, the reason why I look at that and I complain about it at times is because Dragon's Prophet did it so much. It didn't do it just once or twice. It did it like 3 or 4 times in a row on one quest. I swear. I might be exaggerating, but that is what it felt like. It was pretty bad. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and I'm just kind of moving everything so I know where all my gear is. And with this, let's do the hard leather harness. Oh my god. The Subligar returns. Oh, my eyes. Can I gouge them, please? Can I play this game blind? I'll try. Oh god. This is the kind of armor I was eager to get around. In Final Fantasy XI, there was a period in time where you got your first Subligar. And you had to keep wearing it, because it was a long time until you got the next tier of armor. Then you finally got your chainmail. And when you got your chainmail, you looked badass. And shortly after that, you ended up getting Subligar again. Right, so, yeah, people complaining about the amount of quest text. Certainly, I'm not leveling as fast as other people. There are people that are already level 20 and whatnot. I am taking my time, and, you know, here's the thing. Reading quest text is not everybody's cup of tea. I personally think they put a lot of effort into this quest text, and some of it is actually a really good read. And like that gentleman just said, you could just follow the main story quests, and that is recommended. You don't have to follow all the quest text like these guys. But some of it's actually pretty nice to follow, and does kind of give you an insight into the world. Alright. So, a bit of work, are you? You have a task which needs doing. Take these Nemea lilies and leave them at the top of each barrow. You've doubtless seen the bones returned to life by foul magic, shambling round, harassing their surviving comrades. It hurts me soul to see it, adventurer. Cannot abide such blasphemy. 'Tis me out that these lilies soothe their spirits and help them return to matron's bosom. See me when you've finished. Alright, so over here, it looks like we've got an instance area over here, possibly, or a dungeon of some sort. Oh, cool little design here. Alright, 1 of 3. Doesn't look like anything's getting mad. And then the skeletons of... Oh, okay, that's the entrance that I need to go to in order to kill the skeletons. So it is a little dungeon instance. Or it might not be an instance. It might just be a little underground dungeon, and it just shows you where the entrance is. So again, multiple quests in one location. Oh, hi. Mr. Dynamite. Care to be stunned while I... fail to flank, apparently, because I didn't get the buff. Well, this doesn't look right. Blowflies, huh? So this little miasma thing is pretty much your warning that a creature is going to spawn when you step into it. We saw that in the guild test. That when you stepped into that area, that things appeared. And that's done. Alright, let's see if I can not fail this time again. I failed, mainly because he didn't stun. That's weird. Alright, let me help this guy. Alright, so just helping a gentleman there, trying to figure out how his leave quest works. Because, unfortunately, what people will do is they'll turn off their Help-Popups. And I understand why, because they think, oh, these are simple, these are easy, I understand. But then you get the complex stuff. This is why I said in my first video, turn them on. Even if you know what you're doing, turn them on. Because you will have some things that will trip you up a little bit because you're not entirely sure how it works, and those pop-ups will explain everything. This is kind of a cool little area here. Level 13 magic bones. Huh, they're just kind of reappearing. Now, I have no idea where... There's supposedly the last creature I need to kill is in the East Shroud, and I haven't even gotten anywhere near that. I didn't even know there was an East Shroud. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I haven't even gone that way. That's where my last hunting log creature is. What's over here? By order of the other seers, the Tam-Tara Deepcroft has been placed under control of the Wood Whalers. Entry is restricted only to those who meet strict conditions. To enter the Tam-Tara Deepcroft, you must have made sufficient progress in the quest Fire in the Gloom. So this is going to be... This is an instance location. It just so happened to also be underground, hiding the stuff that I needed to kill. I don't know why the magic bones are not showing up as frequently as they should, because it's making it kind of difficult to get kills. Like there, the problem is I did damage and I didn't get kill credit because I didn't do enough damage. So it is possible to not get a minimum threshold of damage that you need to do in order to gain credit for a kill. So there is a minimum amount you have to do, but you can still gain credit. Now where? They are not responding. So I'm just going to say not terribly fond of this. Oh man, I can't even get any... Man! Okay, good. I did get credit on that one. Please be credit. Thank you. Alright, I'm getting out of here. This place... They need to make those things either spawn more or add more locations for them. I cannot fathom what could have drive the dread that lies up and do us harm, but I pray that this helps putting into it. May the matron watch over and keep you safe. Oh, well, I was even getting... apparently I was actually getting chains there. I've got a 35-second remaining. I really love the fact that that shows me my chain. You know what I'm going to do? There's a little area over here that I didn't get a quest to go to. I'm going to look at that real fast. I want to see if there's actually something over here. I want to do some exploring. You know, that's one of the things... I think that's one of the main reasons why I also have been enjoying this. Is there is lots to kind of look around at. Just kind of explore, looking for things, see what's in the area. And it looks like right now this place is just completely empty. Now 10 to 1, there'll be a fate over here eventually. And that's the other cool thing. There are hidden fates. I had mentioned that at one point. So the fates will show up on the map, but there's also secret ones. Let me see. I'm not doing too bad on crystals. Look at this. 134 wind crystals, 66 earth, 23 ice. I don't have any lightning, water, or fire. It would be nice if I could sort this. I think you can turn on auto sort. It's kind of odd that you just can't manually sort. Interesting. If you look at this, another standard quest showed up ahead of me from doing the quests that I had just completed. So I'm not sure. Oh, it's probably... Yeah, he sent me over to the guy, and he's like, now that I'm done, he's probably going to give me another one. Look at this. More food. Yeah, very nice. You must be desperate for work indeed if you would speak with me a second time. Either that, or you never learned to leave well enough alone. But if you're so bloody eager, then here's another job for you. Head over to the hedge tree and clear out some nests of sarcophagus slugs. All you need to do is sprinkle some of this flat ale on the ground where you find the moist depressions. You should soon be up to your armpits in slugs. Don't let any of the buggers slither away, and make sure you find and clear all 3 nests. Let me guess. Yep, over that area that I had to take a look at. We're going back. It's no small feat to face the walking dead. The road is much safer now, thanks to you. Such an unnatural thing for the fallen to rise again, and in such great numbers. But those who perished in the calamity deserve to rest in peace. Yet something, or someone, has roused them from their slumber. Well, level 14 spear with more physical damage. I am totally grabbing that. Moving on to level 15 gear. Getting closer to level 15, as a matter of fact. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest here and speak with Hearer Leon. After tending to the hedge tree, the Hearer was scheduled to board a boat from the Mirror Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, and there's no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the Hearer comes in her work, I'm not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leon's transportation, and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order. Oh dear God! Ha! Go away! Well, scores of Dynamites have crawled from their nest holes and gathered near Gavin's Spire to look for mates. Okay, cool. I was able to increase my damage for the next creature. So that's the beautiful thing about this heavy thrust, is if you increase your damage with it, it carries on to the next creature that you fight. Or it's a self-buff, so it carries on everywhere. Well, let's see if I can get a decent ranking for this. Hopefully get gold. I've been getting gold fairly often for these, which is kind of nice. This one's a level 11, so it's a little closer to my level, so maybe I'll get some decent reward out of it. I haven't been too far over-leveled for any of these. I haven't had the level sync yet, so that's quite nice. Oh, hey! Level up with an attribute point. Oh, I got another feat, too. Alright, one more level and I'll be 15, and then I can do my next Lancer quest. And so we can see what's next. And that should also unlock my ability to use the airships. And that's going to be the big thing, because now that once I can get level 15, I can go out and get other classes from other cities. I can just go ahead and get the ones here. Conjurer and Archer are not bad classes, and they would synergize fairly well with my Dragoon. Conjurer is really good to have for soloing, because Conjurer, being the eventual White Mage class, gets the Protect spell. And that is quite useful for leveling, because it just increases your overall protections. So once again, quest design, putting two quests on top of each other. I'm going to run there and put all my points in Dex. Or Strength, sorry. Strength. Oh, okay. You only get 2? Okay, yeah, you get 2 per every other level. Not a lot. These Sarfur's slugs are pretty easy. Just flat ale. You get about 2 of them. About the only thing to watch out for is apparently they've got an AoE effect. So what I'm going to do is kind of come over here to one, kind of make the other one come over to me. Struggle level a little bit. Oh, I got hit by that. Didn't do a ton of damage though, did it? Oh, this person's taking a beating. Holy crap. Get out of there. What level are you? Level 10? Level 10 against 2 level 10s, huh? They're having a hard time. Oh, well, they ran away. I can't exactly help them if they run out of way. Ah, yes, the boat. I'd quite forgotten. Oh, my task within the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. Now, I have a feeling that this is going to get me close to entering my first dungeon. Actually, I think once you get the airship is when that really starts. I think you have to travel around a bit. So 15 should be right around when dungeons become doable. Judging by the looks of you, no slug escaped unarmed. I don't suppose you had the faintest notion of what the Tam-Tara Deepcroft is, do you? It's the final resting place of those who perished during the calamity. The slugs you so handily dispatched were feeding on the flowers we had laid there in remembrance of the fallen. The monsters multiply and food grows scarce. Perhaps there was naught else for them to feed on. But to see those wreaths disturbed, thus it was more than I could bear. Now I've said too much. Here, take your reward and leave me be. Skill speed, vitality, and crit. Spell speed. So yeah, we'll be doing skill speed. Good chunk of this map is done at this point. Moving on to the mirror planks. It's nighttime apparently now. Hey, look, it's a gazebo. Does the gazebo notice you? No, it's a gazebo. I poked the gazebo. It does nothing, it's a gazebo. I slash it with my spear. The gazebo comes alive and eats you. Roll up a new character. Alright, to bear a message from here alone. An evil presence in the Deepcroft. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now. 2. Better make it 3 just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. So, oh, hey, some quest rewards that are giving materia slotted gear. So what that means is I'm going to have to start breaking down some gear to get materia. That's kind of cool. Alright, strength, vital accuracy, strength, dex, vital, determination. This one has more defense on it. This one is probably geared more towards... Yeah, this one's geared more towards tanking because it's for Gladiator, Marauder, Paladin, Warrior, so only for the tanks. So that's why it's got so much defense. So this one, the fingerless leather gloves, will be for me. Can be used by any Disciple of War, and it's got 2 materia slots. So gaining a materia requires, well, you have to basically get spirit-bound gear. Then you have to break it down. But I need to find the NPC that will unlock that for me. Couple options for waste equipment. Told that adventurers are valiant heroes who bite their thumbs at danger. I bite my thumb at thee, sir. And scoff in the face of death. Do such rumors hold truth? I hope they do, for I would ask you to confront the creatures known as marshlights. They began appearing in this area not long after the calamity. Now, after every night, the creatures assail every living thing they come across with showers of fiery sparks. They seem fond of flames, and I dare not build a fire for fear of drawing them upon me. I shudder to imagine how much worse it might be for the poor hearers. Their duty requires them that they oft-times travel at night, you see, and they can scarce make do without their lanterns. It is the marshlights' fondness for flames that may yet prove their downfall. In this pot I place a smoldering coal. Use it to start a fire at the Lilystone and lure the creatures to you, putting them down as they arrive. And yes, be wary of the local wildlife as you make your way to the Lilystone. Hey, look, there's my last creature, the tree slug. Awesome. I must be in the quote-unquote East Shroud at this point. Well, no. Okay, the hunting log said they were in East Shroud, but apparently they do have a spot here in the Central Shroud. 2 other quests await me here. What have we got? Seen capable sort, would you mind running over to Lilystone and retrieving my favorite fishing rod for me? I was happily dropping a line into the water, suddenly noticed some ghostly sphere of fire bearing down upon me from behind. In blind panic, I twisted around and flung my rod at the apparition before fleeing back here. Dimly remember the rod passing straight through those unnatural flames and hitting the side of a tent I set up for the afternoon nap. Probably still there. Can't bring myself to. Will you go in my stead? Okay, so 2 quests at the Lilystone. What about you? Just in time to help deliver some goods that arrived not moments ago. Allow me to double-check my manifest. Aha! Now, listen carefully. Take the suit of plate mail to Daranmert. He's the guard you see right now over there. The Muntoi beans to Clay, and the smoked crayfish ball to my friend Berth here. That's it for this load. Strapping adventurer like you should barely work up a sweat. Am I right? Cargo you're looking for hasn't moved since they unloaded at the end of the pier. Much obliged. Really? I was about to say, why don't you just hand it to the guy if he's standing right next to you? But he's over here. He hasn't even picked up his goods yet. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just do this. We're going to be the errand boy, because that's what adventurers do. Dear God. Oh god, I'm losing inventory space. I've got one of... Oh, I've got 3 left over. Never mind. You. Crayfish ball. Have at it. You. Beans. Oh, the other one goes here. Whee! Oh, I can't jump over that? Oh, well. You! Plate mail! What would a wood whaler want with metal armor, you ask? Well, let's just say after a number of engagements with Galar and heavy infantry, my mind has been open to the protection such steel encasements can provide. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, sir. I would rather have it than the Subligar. I'm just saying. Well done, then. Excellent work, swift and sure. Yeah. Just give me my money and experience. Do you have another one? Oh, okay. A little more of your skills. But I need you to swat some of those hornet swarms you see buzzing about the place and collect their husks. 4 bags worth should be enough. What I'm going to do with the pile of Valken, well, the sooner you give them to me, the sooner they'll find out. Okay. Tree slug killing time. Oh, you know what I noticed is that this shows the quest item right there in the quest, so I don't have to actually initiate anything. I just kind of click on this on the target I need to work with. That's kind of cool. I remember when Warcraft added that feature. Oh, was that nice, not having to dig through my inventory for a bunch of stuff. Alright, I'm almost done. This is going to get me my... Let's look at this. This is going to get me my log, my hunting log. This is going to give me 2,500 experience and 1,700 just for completing this. These things are worth 80 apiece. That is a huge chunk. 1,007 plus 250 or 2,500. Yeah. That's going to give me a nice chunk of my level. Hunting log. Done. Look at that huge chunk. So with that, the next difficulty has been unlocked. And we can see that this one, whereas this was 2,500, this one's 10,000. And the smallest amount is going to be 2,300. And we've got, ooh, more creatures in the Central Shroud. The treant saplings are on my list now. Those docile creatures that you've been seeing around that were like 6 levels ahead of me, yeah, well, I can fight them for my hunting log now. I see how they're going about doing this. That's nifty. That's kind of clever there. Alright, so it looks like here I have to kill these guys. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye out for the icons above the enemy's heads that say, hey, you need to kill this guy for your hunting log there, eh? And I'll be like, oi, that's a good idea. I think we'll do that. Well, I've reached my destination for finding the rod. This is kind of a nice little outcropping here. Look at this. It's raining. I'm in the middle of a rocky outcropping in the water, and can I help it if I want to stop and kind of stare at the scenery? I've killed 3 of these arbor buzzards. That completed one of my hunting logs there, right on time too. Got the fishing rod. And now I need to do this, where I basically use the smoldering coal. Now what I want to do is use it from here. See, yep, you can click right here, right on the quest list. Yeah, someone is AoE farming these buzzards. This mage here. even get my quest done. I've got 39 potions, you know, I haven't been using them. This mage is doing just fine. Level 14. Yikes. I don't want to mess with them. So there you go, a good look at the place that I went to on my way out. I always loved the maps, the visuals from the Final Fantasy games, and Final Fantasy XI did have some very nice looking zones when you weren't running scared for your life, and you could actually appreciate them to look at them. And they've continued that on with this one. So I rather like it. And so we're going to continue on with these quests. Looks like we've got a couple turn-ins. So he wants the husks. Let's find out what they're for. Hope they didn't sting you too terribly. Now all we do is take some bottles of liquor, squeeze these beauties inside like so, and there we have it. The first batch of special sting brew. He's making alcohol. Alright, ranchers of Bent Branch Meadows put an order for a bottle quite some time ago, but gathering those husks is always a chore. Speaking of chores, would you mind taking this to them as soon as you're able? The last drafter goes by the name of Margalt. Give her the sting brew, along with my regards, and apologize for the delay, would you? So, yeah. Back we'll go, huh? Fishing rod. I have your fishing rod. Can I have it? Can I be a fisherman now? I don't want to have to go all the way to Limsa Lamensa to learn to fish. Oh, well. The vile kin and such around here pose no threat, but those flames I've never seen the like. I wonder if I'll ever build up the courage to fish at Lilystone again. I witnessed you extinguish their lights at Lilystone as I cowered here in the darkness. With so many slain, I may never muster the courage to start a fire again. Or I may even muster the courage, because they're so all dead, yes. There is no reward great enough to express my gratitude, but this will have to suffice. Alright, strength and determination. Defense, that's tanking stuff. The long sash, vitality. So interesting, that has a materia slot, this doesn't. And that's for healers, so alright. Oh, look at that, I'm so close to 15. Oh, wow. Oh, we're going to get an eye patch again. Awesome. Might you assist me with another matter? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill is overturned on the road with some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nafka's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, and the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume goods remain strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here south, and you come across the wreckage. Salvage the cargo and deliver it to Ketha at the Bent Branch Meadows, if you'd be so kind. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cotton long slash is now in my chest. Let's go ahead and grab it into my waist. Let's take a look at what I've got comparatively. I have got Strength, Dex, Vital. And this is Strength, Dex, Vital, Accuracy. Even better. Unfortunately, waste items appeared not to show up. They will show you next pieces, but not waste pieces, huh? Oh, there it is, the overturned wagon. Hey, it's one of these things again. From behind. Uh-oh. Someone else was here. Taking care of business. Well, thankfully someone else was here to help, and that was pretty easy. Cargo salvaged. And it looks like everything's back up here, so I could... You know what? Let's try my teleport. I haven't done it yet, and it's only 50p. Current gil is 6670, so is it 50 gil? Apparently that's what it is. So yeah, teleported right back. That saved me a lot of time. So much for back and forth, right? Just teleport right back to where you were and you're done. And then once I'm finished here, because this is going to get me level 15, I'm pretty confident. So with this, I will get this done and then transfer over to home base and we'll get our next quest. The shipment you were waiting on in Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks. I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can get through 2 Bells days without hearing some tale of horror from the Deepcroft bandit cutthroats prowling the woods. Makes me wonder if the chocobos are safe at night. It does. If we're ever in need of adventurous guild, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. With that, unfortunately I can't get this wonderful helm, but I can get an eye patch. Level 15. Class quest reward. So this will be a good spot to be ending things on, is level 15. So there are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the ranged Lancer weapon skill, Piercing Talon, is acquired by completing the Lancers Guild quest, available at level 15. So I have to learn a skill by getting it through a quest. So if I take a look at my character sheet, let's go and look at my actives. You can see it's not listed here. That skill's not listed here, so I have to go and learn it. So there are some things you're going to get that aren't listed here. Let's go ahead and do this turn in real quick. No, not Layla's egg. You must help me. I've stepped out of the stables for a moment, and when I returned, it was gone. What was gone? An egg. Sorry. Are you sure the chocobos will lay another? God, you don't understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. Okay, Leah's legacy. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every elm of this stable once more, just to be sure. Well, while I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they notice anything unusual. So, let's go do the other turn-in. And what I'm going to do is return to town, and then for the next video, we're going to go and do the level 15, because the level 15 quest for gaining an ability is actually going to have me performing some more tutorial stuff, I believe. So, let's go ahead and hand this over. The Sting Brew! I'm most grateful to you. Folk here are willing to run towards, or no, few folk are willing to roam towards a swarm of restings. Alright, ordinarily this liquor is drunk for the unique and not altogether unpleasant stinging sensation it causes on one's tongue. It is, however, also an indispensable tool for repelling insects. We sprinkle it over the fields where the gristmill greens are planted. Thanks to you, the crops will be untouched by pests this year. I hope one of our well-fed chocobos can return the favor by serving you as a mount someday. Alright, Sting in a bottle. Grabbing the next boots. What is this? Okay, that's casting, so complete. Alright, so I've got my brass spear. I'm going to go ahead and equip that now. Strength, vital accuracy. Let's go ahead and equip it. Take a look at it. There we go. Not too fancy. Not too fancy at all, but it works. Eye patch, so I finally get to be Big Boss again. Let's just take a look. 1 strength, dex, vital, determination. Strength, dex, vital, and crit. More armor. There we go. Different color eye patch this time to show off my hair a little bit. Some gloves. Yes, some gloves. Strength, dex, vital, crit. Strength, dex, vital, determination with some materia slots that I can eventually use. Gosh, they're green gloves. What the hell? My outfit is becoming a clown suit. I do not like this. No. Oh, well, at least the colors will match on the boots here in a moment. Strength, dex, vital, determination. Strength, dex, vital, accuracy with some materia. There we go. All green. How nice is that, huh? It's not nice at all, really, but that's okay. With that, I return home. Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit Lancer level 15. We'll get to see the level 15 Lancer quest. I think that's a good spot to be able to start trading classes now. So I've pretty much gotten a lot of videos done on the Lancer and the story quest you can expect to see in the Shroud if you decide to level in Gridania. So what I might do is pick up another class in Gridania just to do the cross-class stuff, to show it off. Maybe do a little bit of the Conjurer for the caster after I do the level 15 quest for the Lancers, show that off a bit. Since I won't have quests, I'll be relying on the duty log, so I'll pretty much just be recording as I level, I believe. We'll see how that goes. For now, we'll just return to home, and I will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching.